انا كنت مدحان قالوا لي يودي ديال الطامور
The greatest fear that I have regarding the outcome for America of these disclosures is that nothing will change. People will see in the media all of these disclosures. They'll know the lengths that the government is going to grant themselves powers unilaterally to create greater control over American society and global society. But they won't be willing to take the risks necessary to stand up and fight to change things, to force their representatives to actually take a stand in their interests. And the months ahead, the years ahead, it's only going to get worse until eventually there will be a time where policies will change, because the only thing that restricts the activities of the surveillance state are policy. Even our agreements with other sovereign governments, we consider that to be a stipulation of policy rather than a stipulation of law. And because of that, a new leader will be elected. They'll flip the switch, say that because of the crisis, because of the dangers that we face in the world, some new and unpredicted threat, we need more authority, we need more power, and there will be nothing that people can do at that point to oppose it, and it'll be turnkey tyranny.
Talking a little bit about kind of what we're seeing right now, and I'm going to try to open up mostly for Q&A. But just really fast, in case you don't know who I am, I guess I was at PayPal when I was at Stanford Computer Science. My friends and I built a company called Palantir. And Palantir, I guess now, 10 years later, is like about 1,600 people around the world. And most of what Palantir does is solve hard problems in big industries, I guess, which is what I'm usually excited about. So just really fast, in case you don't know who I am, I guess I was at PayPal when I was at Stanford Computer Science. My friends and I built a company called Palantir. And Palantir, I guess now, 10 years later, is like about 1,600 people around the world. Most of what Palantir does is solve hard problems in big industries, I guess, which is what I'm usually excited about. Palantir started off in the defense and intelligence world. So when So when we were at PayPal, we had to stop the China world. So when we were at PayPal, we had to stop the Chinese and Russian mafia from stealing all of our money. That was why PayPal was hard to build. We had like a bunch of competitors that couldn't do that. And we figured out how to do that. And some of the lessons from working with investigators were you're kind of stuck with us. And after 9/11, which happened. And after 9/11, which happened kind of as we were selling Palantir, as we were selling PayPal, we kind of watched the government spend tens of billions of dollars on these really crappy systems. And frankly, they didn't really have good tech cultures. They didn't really know what tech culture was on the East Coast, I think, back then. And not only that, not only were they like didn't really work and they cost $10 billion and they're always over budget and they're always broken, but they're also violating civil liberties. And so we actually had a huge problem with how the government was addressing this stuff. We thought we could do something that was like better for national defense, like much less expensive, and also like didn't violate all the rules.
Leaked emails apparently suggest that 3 private security firms, HP Gary Federal, Palantir Technologies, and Barrico Technologies, pitched a plan to undermine the whistleblower's site, the law firm which represented the Bank of America. That bank, the largest in the United States, is thought to be the next target of WikiLeaks releases.